Franck. I love Franck. I've known Franck for the last couple of years, and I think to know Franck is to know that he is one of those people that walks into a room and just lights it up. And it's not just because he's almost 7 feet tall, but it's because he genuinely cares about the people around him and making everyone feel welcomed and included. One of the things that's so inspiring about Franck is that he gives back in a lot of different ways. So not only is he a really active member of our BSAA community and leadership team there, he's also very actively involved in our UW community. So a couple of years ago, a group of our student athletes was able to go to Ghana for a study abroad trip. And it was in conjunction with an education class here, Pan-Africanism, Education, and Identity. It was a really cool opportunity to see him before and after that trip, because I think it really changed who he was and his outlook and perspective. And he's been a really solid and prominent person in our community. I think anytime we have something going on that is involved in our larger UW and Seattle community, Franck's there. Franck shows up.
Franck is just someone that always shows up. The first thing that comes to my mind is one of our community service events, Husky Heroes. It's a field day for kids and adults with physical and developmental disabilities. Franck was one of the student athletes, one of the very first student athletes that signed up for it. But we had one little boy that came in, he was probably like 3 or 4 years old, and immediately went to the basketball station, spent almost the entire hour there just playing with Franck and some of the other basketball players, and just seeing the care and the love that Franck exuded to these kids and just giving back to a community that sometimes is overlooked. Franck was just so supportive and just really great towards these kids and just making sure that the experience that they had was a truly amazing experience.
Franck is a light to so many people around him. I've had the fortunate opportunity of working with him through BSA the past year, and he's been someone that's just been able to lift other people up around him. I remember last year we went to Rainier Beach Community Center to do a holiday party. We got to decorate gingerbread cookies with the kids, and all the kids just flocked to him immediately just through his presence and his energy. Franck in the past year has dealt with the injury that kept him off the court. And I remember at the time when he was navigating that, just how down he was and disappointed he was, because he was really excited on playing. And I remember for myself, I was concerned for him because I was unsure of how he was going to continue to show up and just be the same Franck that we all know and love. But there wasn't a day that went by that Franck didn't show up with a smile on his face. There wasn't a day that went by that Franck didn't show up for other people.
When I think about Franck, I think about how his energy is contagious, and how through the, I think 4 years now that he's been at UW, that I've known him, that his energy has stayed really consistent no matter what he's going through on or off the court. We know that he's had pretty devastating injuries, 2 pretty devastating knee injuries during his time here, and he's continued to just show up every single day. I had the privilege of going to Cameroon with him. It was a short trip, but it was really cool to see him in a different environment. You know, he was the same person, but a different version of the same person. You know, he had different perspective there. You could tell it was a different part of his life, and it was really cool to see how he impacted people there too. Just seeing how people greeted him, and he hadn't been home in a while, and people were thrilled to see him. He just has that effect on people. They're always excited to see him. He makes people feel good, and he has been through so much and continues to just push forward and to pour into other people.
And the legacy that I want to leave here at the University of Washington is that no matter what you're going through, whatever any challenges, any adversity that you always have the power in you to overcome it. You always have the power within you to be there for others as well. You have the power to impact others in ways that you don't know. I'm able to sit in this chair I remember the first time I went to this campus on a visit 3 years ago, and now I'm sitting on a chair and I'm being nominated for the Jackie Robinson Award. It's something that I never dreamed about. It was never thought in my mind that I could even be nominated for something like this. But this goes to show the testament of when you're doing things the right way, good things are bound to happen to you.